You know, guys, we hear it all the time. We hear it all the time. People talk about going to the gym and they talk about, hey man, I'm going hard. I'm going hard. And I'm just not seeing the results I want. But I'm going hard. I'm about to call myself out on this one right now. You know, we get so used to going to the gym. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes we just start going through the motions. And man, I can't believe you guys have not called me out on this. This is y'all's fault, you know. I feel like I've been going hard, but until I really just slowed down and focused and really tried to, move the needle, so to speak, on the weight, I have not been going as hard as I can. Even in a calorie deficit, when I'm not trying to go as hard as I possibly can, anyway, moving on. So today was chest and triceps, and I've been trying my best to work on my shoulders, my rotator cuff and stuff, but I think I've finally found a little bit of a groove. So I did a pretty good rotator cuff warm up, and then I worked out my triceps before my chest to give my shoulders more support, I guess. I don't know. Just to try something different. So we'll just go through the tricep workout. And I will say it did help my shoulders and my chest a lot. So after the rotator cuff warm up, I warmed up with the single arm cable extension. After I warmed up, I went moderately heavy on this, focusing on form, of course. I ended up doing 2 sets here. The focus was definitely a stretch at the top, slowly contracting on the way down and squeezing at the bottom. And after I sufficiently did enough reps for one arm, I moved on to the other arm. And, that was a really good starter for triceps. And then I moved on to the rope press down, moderate weight. This one I was really super hyper focused on that mind muscle connection, really thinking about my tricep throughout this movement. So at the top, I'm in full stretch. I could feel my triceps, and I push the weight down slowly and push the ropes out, and then I hold it there for a second, really focusing on the squeeze, and then slowly back up. And using a moderate weight, I did around 12 reps. I did 2 sets here, and my triceps were on absolute fire. That's only 4 sets in, and they felt more pumped than they have in a while. But we can't forget about the long head, some type of overhead movement for the tricep. So same idea, moderate weight here. I didn't really try to go too crazy, but I also wanted to go a little heavier than usual. Again, focusing on a deep stretch at the bottom, and as I push the weight out, squeezing at the top, and slowly back down. I ended up doing 2 sets here as well. I did anywhere between 8 to 12 reps on one side, and then I repeated that amount on the other side. And that was it for my tricep workout, and they were definitely on fire. And then chest, of course, being in a calorie deficit, I don't want to do any super heavy bench pressing anything like that. So I went with the good old cable presses. Cable stacks close to each other, lean forward into the weight, deep stretch, and I did go a decent amount heavier on this one because I really wanted to push it. It was so heavy it felt like it was going to pick me back up off the ground. But here, I focused on tucking my shoulders back, my chest out, and I pushed the weight down and squeezed at the bottom. And with it being a heavier weight than I'm used to, I could really feel my chest contracting and filling with blood. So after I did 3 sets on this one because it felt really good. And after that, man, my chest was on fire. And I actually did 4 sets there. It felt so good I did 4 sets. And I thought about just calling it right there because my chest was so pumped and it felt great. But I did want to do one more movement. So I did do some underhand cable flies, a little bit heavier than usual again. really focusing on that stretch at the bottom, pushing the weight up, squeezing my chest at the top of the rep, and ended up only doing 2 sets here because my chest was toast. And then it was time for the pose down. I spent a little bit more time on the pose down too, really slowing down and feeling, you know, when I flexed my chest, my triceps, everything as I was going through all of the poses I wanted to do. And it felt like a better pose down too. So, I mean, it's just an excellent, excellent workout today. And it was pretty exciting. And I'm very low on carbs too. I haven't ate a lot today. So I can just imagine being completely full of water and all the way carved up, doing a workout like that, how much fullness I would have had. But so far today, I had some egg whites with some pico and some parm. It was a good way to start the day, low in calorie, high in protein. And then for lunch, I had a foot-long sub from Subway. So I guess there was a decent amount of carbs after that, but nothing like if I would have had a carb-filled breakfast too. And then for dinner, I'm going to have some tacos. It's going to be with some, some keto wraps. They're only 25 calories each. I'm going to fill them full of lean protein. And I'll end the day with about 1,600 calories and 170 grams of protein. Just got to stick with it. It's feeling good, feeling great. We're pushing it. We're going to keep on pushing it. And, man, sky's the limit, guys. You know, it goes to show that you can work out all the time. And even after years and years of doing it, you can just have one workout. It's like a breakthrough workout. And that's kind of what it felt like. So tomorrow is just going to be cardio. I'm sure I'll talk about some motivation. Maybe I'll talk about some food I'm eating, or, you know, things of that nature. And then after that, it's going to be shoulders and abs. So we'll see if my shoulders are ready for some real work. Appreciate you guys joining me, and I'll freaking see you guys next time. Have a good one.